All right, it's time, y'all. I tried to tell you about this gun a couple of seasons ago and sell you on it then, but now that sidearms are meta, it's time that you carve out an hour here or there to run some prophecy dungeons and get some decent rolls on a swift verdict. Literally, some of the best PvP perks in the game are in the pool on this gun. It's now pushing into SMG and 180 hand cannon ranges, and it's a headshot machine. It has considerably more range than Drang, even with Drang's zoom value being a factor, and it has more aim assist than Drang. We'll get to that shortly, but first, real quick, a polite reminder to check out Flaviar, who I'm partnered with right now. They have an online shop where you can buy whiskey sample packs instead of dropping big money on full bottles that you might not even like at the store. And their annual advent calendar is back with 24 whiskey samples, a custom Glencairn glass, a shiny new coaster, and a notebook to record your thoughts on these spirits. And if you choose to get anything from them at all, hey, be sure to use code TrueVanguard when you check out. You'll get a discount. I'll get a kickback. We both win. So use the links in the description or pinned comment to go straight there. I'm going to start going through some of these whiskeys on my other channel, and I will give you a link to it once all the branding on it is up and running. All right, let's chat about Swift Verdict. You're going to see some duels at crazy ranges. You're going to see lots of yellow numbers. You're going to see me 3-tapping people with a sidearm with only 2 shots to the head and 1 to the body. I mean, it is a melting machine. Let me show you the role that's in the background gameplay first. Mine has tunnel vision and Zen moment. You'll notice the registration on this thing at range with tunnel vision active. I mean, it's just nuts, man. On top of the aim assist drop-off buff that Sidearm's got, it's downright disgusting. I'm using it in Trials, I'm using it in Control, I'm using it in Rumble. It's exceptional everywhere. The recoil direction is perfectly vertical. The range on mine is 67, which is light years ahead of Drang's 35. The base aim assist on it is 90. Drang's a 70 for comparison's sake. I mean, it's a stat monster right out of the gate, and the perks on this gun only make it even better in your duels. But other than being a stat monster, what makes it stand apart from other sidearms? Why is it special? Well, there are some perks that Bungie has been slowly phasing out, if you've noticed. Perks that people have relied on ever since literally Destiny 1. And 2 of those perks that are becoming less and less common these days are Kill Clip and Rangefinder. And guess what? Swift Verdict has both of them. So Bungie has been phasing out Kill Clip and trying to replace it with different damage perks that require some more creativity or different conditions to set it up. They've been replacing it with even multi-Kill Clip instead. The 33% damage boost from Kill Clip is something that they want to become less commonplace. And there are some exceptions of late to that. You've got the Horror's Lease, which has Kill Clip on it, and you've got the Swift Verdict. With no damage buffs, Swift Verdict will do 41 to the body and 57 to the head. That means it's going to consistently kill in 4 shots unless you're hitting only bodies. And the aim assist is so high on this thing that that's very unlikely. Drang demands 4 headshots for an optimal TTK. Swift Verdict is much more forgiving. But after you get that kill, now you've got Kill Clip on the table, and that can push your damage up to 76 to the head and 55 to the body. And that means you can drop someone in 3 shots, and they don't even have to all be headshots. It's a ton of damage. I'm going to circle back to that and tell you about how you can get this same damage buff without Kill Clip in a minute. But first, let me unpack the rest of the absolute banger perks in the perk pool on this weapon. So I'm just going to dive right into it because this pool is unreal. In the first column, you've got Surplus, Tunnel Vision, Threat Detector, Slide Shot, Killing Wind, and Full Auto. You've got 4 great perks. You've got 1 okay perk and 1 bad perk. So avoid Full Auto. Don't bother with it. Even a slow trigger finger can handle the precision frame sidearms with no problem. Slide Shot is okay. I have a Slide Shot roll with over 500 kills on it. It's okay. It's not the best though. So if Full Auto is in 6th place in this column and Slide Shot is in 5th, then for me, Threat Detector would be 4th place. It's a great perk, especially on close quarters weapons like sidearms. It's never bad to get extra stability, reload, and handling. But Threat Detector is a serious downgrade, in my opinion, from Surplus. I mean, Surplus doesn't care if you're 25 meters away from the enemy. Threat Detector only kicks in within 15 meters. So 3rd place then would be Tunnel Vision for me. 3rd place in this case is not bad. It's actually really freaking good. I highly recommend tunnel vision. It's giving you plus 20 aim assist, 20% better accuracy, and handling while ADS'd. But in second place is definitely Killing Wind. The aim assist is already really high, but if you can bring up that range value on the Swift Verdict, then you're going to be absolutely mapping people. Killing Wind gives you 20 more range with 50 mobility and 40 handling, as well as a buff to your damage drop off a range. It's easily one of the best kill chaining perks in the entire game in the history of Destiny, and it can be refreshed endlessly. But the number one perk in this column for me personally is Surplus, which just barely edges out Killing Wind. Getting massive buffs to reload, stability, and handling is so nice to have on these harder hitting, slower firing weapons, because that tends to be the trade-off, is that they have lower handling values, they kick harder, and they have slower reload speeds. So compensating for all of those intrinsic weaknesses with just the low price of one perk, while keeping all of the things that are great about the gun really high, hey, it's too hard to pass up for me. Moving on to the second column, you've got Kill Clip. As I mentioned earlier, this is the number one pick in this column. It's just too dang good. But you've also got Wellspring, Disruption Break, Surrounded, Zen Moment, and Rangefinder. I'm not going to go through all these, and I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm just going to tell you straight up, you want Kill Clip or you want Rangefinder. They're the best picks here by a landslide. Zen Moment is acceptable, I guess, but scrap the rest. So as you can see, some of the best PvP perks in the history of Destiny are on this weapon. You've got to go get one. But I mentioned earlier that you can get Kill Clip damage numbers without Kill Clip. Or even better, you can get them in addition to Kill Clip. All you have to do is lean into the Surprise Attack Armor mod. This gives you a 33% damage boost on 5 to 10 bullets, and it only counts as one of your bullets if you actually hit the target. So misses don't matter. It's not like throwing away a Memento Mori shot when you miss it. If you miss, it doesn't take away a charged bullet. There's no timer on it either. All you have to do is get charged with light while you have the Surprise Attack mod on. And that's actually really easy to do, and you'll see a ton of it in the gameplay in this video. I'm using two methods of getting charged. The first is by using Harmonic Siphon on my helmet. It costs only 1 energy, and it makes it so that multi-kills with a weapon matching my subclass energy type will drop an orb of light. And I'm using Taking Charge, which makes it so that you get charged with light whenever you pick up an orb of power. So it could be the orb that I just made with the Sidearm multi-kill, or it could be an orb that somebody else leaves on the ground after casting a super. It doesn't matter. And that's one way to get your charged magazine for the 33% damage buff to the Sidearm. The other way is to have Swift Charge on my armor. Now this makes it so that I get charged with light whenever I get a multi-kill with the Sidearm. So sometimes you get a double kill, you get charged with light from Swift Charge, but then you can actually even pick up your own orb of light that you just made, orb of power that you just made, and get a second stack of charged with light. Then I can go right into having a charged magazine times 10, and it's nasty. But you can actually stack Kill Clip on top of that. It's freaking unreal. The damage potential and kill chaining potential with this sidearm is literally unmatched and unrivaled by a lot of mainstream sidearms out there right now. Personally, I think it's the better option than Drang easily if Drang gets the zoom reeled in, which is very likely going to happen at this point based on what Bungie told us about zoom outliers last week. So all in all, I can't recommend this weapon enough. I had it in my top 5 legendary sidearms in the game when I did my tier list a couple of months ago, and it's only gotten better since then. Fire up Prophecy, get to the spinning room encounter, and share that checkpoint, then run it 3 times and hope that you get a good one of these to drop. And you might even get a good last breath auto rifle from that same encounter, which is honestly a great AR in my opinion, so that's not a bad thing either. So thanks so much for watching the video. Let me know if you have one of these, what you think about it, what role you like to run. Please consider leaving a like in the video, only if you enjoyed it. Be warm and well fed, my friends, and I hope to catch you in the Crucible.